right now, but this is why I'm having the first day of trying this out before I really wanted to get this on for real in a week. So, hi, I'm Rippin' Pepperinos. This is my first Twitch channel, and I am trying to see how it's going, basically. I'm going to present this presentation called Mimetic Nanofame to a bunch of middle schoolers this weekend. So I'm working on this presentation to try to get it done. And like I said, I thought this would be a good time to just try out Twitch. I am an engineer, robotics grad student, but although most of you know me for Jeopardy. So what I'm interested in is really engineering problems, but at the same time I'm also doing a lot of comparative media studies stuff. So yeah, I guess I should probably have a thing for like Twitch Creative or something like that. I'm not really sure how any of this works, but I'm monitoring the chat, so if you guys are listening, feel free to join in. I don't really know what to expect, but yeah. So I'm giving this program to a bunch of kids in this program called ESP, Educational Studies Program, which is something that MIT has. And basically you can teach whatever you want. I've taught on Tetris before. I'm currently teaching a class about Alice in Wonderland, and the organizers really excited when I was saying that I could talk about my Jeopardy experiences, so here I am right now. Yeah, so how the talk's going to be outlined is that I'm going to be outlining the history of memes, case study, which is myself. I'm very curious how the middle schoolers are going to know it, because I definitely have been getting a lot more traction with the middle school and high school crowd, which I learned sort of unfortunately. And then I'm going to show for comparative media studies, which is a major that I'm not part of, but I really wish that I was a part of. They've honestly helped me out a lot, both for dealing with the fame before and after. So yeah, please let me know if the sound's not working. I tried this out earlier and I didn't know if it was. This is my first time using Twitch again. I'm using XSplit. I know there's like OBS and things like that, but honestly I just wanted something to get me off the ground. So I've already worked on this presentation somewhat, so like the history of memes section. I'm actually also very curious how many of the middle schoolers are actually going to recognize between like frickin' Hamster Dance and Dancing Baby and stuff like that. Talk about how memes evolved. For me, it was pretty interesting to see how it changed with like the sub-communities coming about. Yeah, also RaffleCon, which was something that I had heard about but not really done much detail until actually doing this. Talk about what kind of memes are there. Yeah, it's really cringy to see some of the stuff like the Skyrim why you know guy. Like, this is ancient, and it's sort of hard to believe that stuff has changed so much back then. Personally, me and my friends like this idea of the technical memes a lot. This it's the B movie, but every time they say X, it gets faster. And like we've gotten really off the deep end with like Cars 1 and Cars 2, which is yeah, I guess. Oh man, it's basically. My friends made this video called Cars 3, which is that it's Cars 1 and Cars 2 interleaved so that like it plays 1 second of Cars 1 and then like another second of Cars 2. It's honestly trash, and I don't really know. But I guess this explains a lot about me, right? Like, yeah. So, I mean, I could put that on, but that's not really relevant. Who enjoys memes is sort of how we're sort of getting into the social issues beyond just like, haha, lol, it's just memes. This is an interesting graph where actually like memes is more popularly searched than Jesus, which is sort of like the Lenin, right? Like this is Lenin's comments of like, oh, the Beatles are more popular than Jesus, and like now aside from like freaking Google, like people Google Jesus more often than Christmas and Easter time. Like that's sort of like what you'd expect. So I put this Firefox here. It was mostly just an experimentation, but I don't think it's super useful because I was thinking like, oh, people just don't want me to see me browsing on the internet. So I'll just do that. So I'll take this, but I guess I have to show you guys. Let's see. So I'm showing Cars 3. I'm not gonna be able to find this because there's actually like Cars 3, right? Yeah. White male at Hotmail, which is our troll account. There's no way I'm going to find this. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, the Google Trends. The Google Trends to show that like Jesus is actually less searched than memes. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, so blue is Jesus, red is memes, and you can see that memes is actually winning since like quite a while now. Here's the spike for Christmas, and then here's the spike for Easter, and then memes is winning out over time. I think this is interesting. So going back to this, yeah. So and then also talking about sub-communities. So like the university memes for adjective teens. I don't know how popular this is outside of college, which I was in, but like these pages are going up a lot. And then there's a question about like Harvard actually expelled some students for this. So public versus private. Of course, Black Twitter, and of course like r/the Donald. And then here's another presentation so here's where I start having slides that I'm needing to edit. So for example, like who is allowed to enjoy memes? So yeah, I had to find the most non-offensive, offensive Pepe picture as taken by the alt-right, and like this is the best one I could find from the Anti-Defamation League, which is sort of funny. So this picture is actually interesting because it's from 4chan back in 2010 when they're complaining about Hot Topic using the fa or rage guy on their shirts. Oh, so that's one thing I need to do. I need to edit it because I'm giving this presentation to middle schoolers, and like I don't think I can have the word whores in there as well. Yeah, for those of you joining me, hi. I don't know if the sound is working at all. Please tell me in the chat. Although I guess like you probably won't know if it is working. Hi, I don't know if chat or if voice isn't working, so please let me. Oh, okay, cool, awesome, great. Wow, man, people are responding. Yeah. Okay, feel free to ask any questions. Again, this is the first time I've done this, and I just feel sort of weird talking in a room by myself. It's pretty echoey. Darn, I'm not sure, because I am just doing this from a webcam. I guess maybe getting closer to the mic is probably what's happening. Let's see. Is this better? I remember hearing in like the test thing that there was some weird like humming noise, but I don't really hear anything. So, if anybody also has any ideas for how to use XSplit, this would be pretty helpful. But yeah, okay. So let's see, editing this presentation. Just do that, yeah. And then outline. Yeah. It doesn't even look like the same color. Rip. So yeah. So yeah, that was coming from 2010 4chan, and they were trying to get rid of the Hot Topic shirts. So this is interesting because it's sort of the same in-group versus out-group dynamic that we see, right? Like this idea of normies, like this has been going back since the 2010s. So I guess like memes chiefly originally from obscure niche culture ideas. So we have like gaming, pop culture snow cones. And then also niche subculture, and the idea of like YouTube poop and human now dog. 4chan as major driver. So this idea of like in-group versus out-group and normies. So then we have like output set to your mic, it shouldn't be. Okay, let me look at that. Output. Okay. I think that's what went wrong. Thank you. Yes, it's set to my microphone. Okay, is that better? I don't really know how to preview or anything. going to assume it's better. Let's see. Okay. Defending in group from mainstream, and then use of terms. And let's see. Reach comics with what topic? Probably moving this up to here. So it's gatekeeper behavior. Gatekeeper behavior exploded in 2016. Alright, so the case study. This is again where I'm starting to not really have my slides done. I guess talking about myself is just really weird. I was not expecting to honestly do this stream until like my friend sent me that I was trending on Reddit again, and I'm like, god dang it, basically, right? And so like I've been wanting to do this channel for a while because of this game of Shenzhen.io, and I've done a lot of electronics manufacturing, working for Apple and also working for Square, which is the credit card swiping company. And the reason I wanted to do streaming is because as a media studies scholar, someone who's interested in it, like doing this is honestly one of the things that I feel like will help me get closer to the culture, or at least understanding it. Several of my friends do speedruns and are at GDQ and, for example, Extra Tricky. And I was interested in speedrunner culture because of this, because I hadn't really understood what was going on before. So as soon as I booted up Shenzhen.io and just read the opening monologue of being an engineer and like going to China, I thought that it was just really, I felt that I was going to have a lot to say about it, which is why I'm doing the streaming format. I guess sort of critically, the one thing that I'm already noticing is that just talking to yourself in an empty room, looking in hopes that the chat is going to say something, is sort of an interesting experience. It's definitely like, people say like the broadcast or bullhorn model of social media, like I'm definitely feeling that. And this idea of having to put on a show and things like that is sort of very interesting. But okay, so the idea of the, like, going back to the original is that I have a history of memes, which is just giving an overview of the topic. I'm hoping that for the middle schoolers, they'll finally like learn that this topic goes a lot further back than they thought, to the time of like 1976 with Dawkins. And then case study and lessons is because like a lot of people have just asked me what's going on with this thing, and having to deal with that fame and trying to do it in a scholarly manner is something that I think is pretty interesting. Alright, so case study. Lessons. Mainstream media is not dead. That's definitely the biggest thing. So, like a diagram how the Jeopardy flow comes from. So I'm in this weird situation of having both the mainstream fame of Jeopardy as a vehicle and also the meme part of it, right? So I would say, I guess this is like traditional, I guess how fame flows. That's probably just how to do it, right? So like originally we're doing this thing of Alright, so there is... That's really ugly. So there's me, and I want to get some border around this. No. Border around this. Yeah, so, I don't know, why are people here? I see that some of my friends are here, and I'm not really sure about why the rest of you decided to follow me. I definitely tried to downplay that, like, I was going to be streaming now because I have no idea what I'm doing. There's me, and then there's... Who even produces it? Like, somebody makes so many pictures. I should probably just double check this real quick. Yeah, Sony Studio. Yep, that looks right. Alright, so there's me, and there's Sony Pictures, who produces Jeopardy. I guess Jeopardy is more like the vehicle that it happens on. Like, so, and then Jeopardy is getting streamed to, like, NBC, CBS. No, stop that. I apologize because I know that me literally talking about editing a presentation is not terribly interesting, and like I hope that when I'm actually going to be playing games, this will be like mildly more interesting. But like, so okay, so there's me, there's Sony Pictures, and then there's like. I wonder if there's a good way. So Jeopardy actually hits 23 million people. I was looking this up, and I'm not really sure what's a good way of showing this in here. And then so there's my friends. Probably just like a size thing. Like I'm just like, oh, this is no. You gotta stay big though. Format. Let's see. There's definitely a way to do this. Format, shape. Yeah, here we go. Again, I do apologize because this is just me editing a PowerPoint. Like, if you come back next week, I will be working on, like, I'll be presenting the PowerPoint, and it'll be a lot more interesting, she says. But, like, who watches people play games in the first place, right? So, like, I don't know, right? Like, you can play a game on your own. Why do you want to watch someone play a game that you could, right? Like, do you know that streams of idle games exist? Like, you can watch people play Adventure Capitalist on the fly, and that just is mind-boggling to me, because by the very definition of the game, it's not something that you're interacting with, right? So, like, adding another level of interaction behind, like, a viewing experience, I don't watch streams of Adventure Capitalist. I don't know what people are getting out of it, but, again, apologies that I am just literally editing a PowerPoint right now. Maybe you guys can shout out of, like, wow, your organization sucks or something like that. Please tell me. So like 23 million people is probably just going to be like this. And then, so like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So, making this shape, maybe like friends, like, I don't know, how many friends do I have on Facebook? Like 700? That's way too much. I don't have that many friends. Okay. Bring it to front, so like, it's like even smaller, to be honest. Like, 23 million is so many people. God. And then, like, family is even smaller. How many people do I have in my family? Like 15? Like, something like that. Right, I guess I'll be green too, because, like, yeah, cool, I'm green. Alright. Cool. Oh, okay, cool. Let's have the quote here. So, cool. Right, so here's me. And drawing arrows. I don't know. For the people who are, like, still watching here, I'm kind of curious why you are, but I don't know. It's, let's see, format. I think it is interesting of like this tendency to just watch, right? Like I'm probably just being background noise to some of you people, and then just being like, oh, it's like nice and relaxing. I definitely watch streams slash let's plays when I fall asleep. Like I really like watching. I started following ProZD just because his skits were really funny, and then like I found out he had a let's play, and I do really like Ace Attorney. So clicking the mic icon next to screen sources. Clicking the mic icon next to screen sources. So let's see. Okay. So that just mutes it, I guess? Like, I'm not really sure if that's what you're trying to say. Let's see. So, yeah, I don't really know. No more echo, no more humming. Okay. Sweet. Okay, cool. So then where's the audio coming from? Like, then? I don't know, whatever. IGN 10 out of 10. At least there's not a lot of water, I guess. Okay. So, me to Sony Pictures to Jeopardy to ABC. Probably make these lines a little thicker. I'm also definitely feeling the thing where they're talking about like how hard it is to do things and write at the same time. I'm like definitely feeling that in spades right now. I don't even know how you format the thicker lines. Probably it's only you can click it at one at a time. Whatever, it's not that important. Wait, okay, there we go. Yep. But yeah, I watched ProZD because his skits are really funny, and then I found out that he had a channel where he was doing Let's Plays, and I really liked Phoenix Wright, so I just watched that one. And like, of course, it's his most famous one because he's just basically doing voice acting for the entire thing. But it was good. I liked it, and I do listen to that to fall asleep because it's very easy to. I know the plot of it already, so it's just sort of listening in the background, and so. I guess going back to what I was talking about, it's like this is probably what I am to some of you, which I'm fine with. One of my friends does a drawing stream on Twitch, which I really like because I don't know, she puts on some music and it's just her like drawing something and like occasionally saying some words to the audience, which is quite nice. I think it's also interesting because just being this public figure, right? Like I literally had to tell people don't bother me because I'm going to be streaming right now. And so I'm in a both very private part and also like in a very public way, right? I'm literally broadcasting it to the internet for anyone to see it. So that's sort of an interesting experience. I'm pretty interested to see how the Shenzhen IO thing is going to go because I have some of my friends telling me like, oh, they want to watch it, but they're not going to be able to do it on the live stream, so they're going to be watching pre-recorded things. And I think that's already in itself pretty interesting. Where's this arrow going to go? Okay, I need some blue arrows. Right, like, the advent of the DVR sort of changed a lot of ways how broadcasts work, right? Like, there's actually this troll thing that even Jeopardy does, which is where they make one of the advertisements look like a Jeopardy clue so that you'll stop the DVR and, like, watch it, which I think is hilarious. But... I don't know. One thing that I've always felt really guilty about is that a lot of people who I talk to while being on the show, or like who I've talked to after being on the show, have this like very deep and personal relationship with Jeopardy. Like, there are so many news articles about like, you know, people doing this with their family, and it's like a huge time, like family bonding activity together. And other people will be like, oh, I've been wanting to be on the show forever. And I like really just don't have that sort of media experience with this, right? And I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel guilty in some ways because like who's this chick who's going to like, you know, like literally wins this bucket of money, and she's not like a true fan or whatever, right? It's like the fake gamer girls thing of, oh, they're not a true person doing this. Yeah, now these 23 million is starting to look more reasonable. But yeah, I think it's really cool that like media exists that can affect so many people, but also at the same time, that's the scary part about it, right? Like this is why, like, the lesson for this is mainstream media is not dead. Because as a game scholar, like, I've been doing this all the time, right? Like, oh, I've been focusing on new media, and I keep on hearing about newspapers are dead and whatnot. But, like, the sheer fact of, like, this garbage right here, right? Like, where I forgot that, like, me saying dumb inside jokes to on national television means, like, this dumbness happens, that, like, why some of you are even watching this in the first place, right? Like, that's really hard to remember. Alright, so here's the first diagram. Basically saying that, like, traditionally, this is how it would flow in the past, right? So there's me, like, who is spirited away from Sony Pictures, stars in Jeopardy. Maybe it's more accurate if it goes over here. Right, like, so there's me, there's Sony Pictures, there's Jeopardy. It gets syndicated out, and, like, 23 million people see it. And then, like, maybe I tell my friends and family, and, probably this should be more accurately, like, TV shows, newspapers. TV shows and newspapers is basically the main distribution of the old way of doing things. Like, even a magazine is kind of a stretch, right? Yeah, probably just do it like this. Oh, jeez, now I have to fix my arrow. Whatever, cheating. Why is this not linking? Okay, cheating. So I guess actually I don't feel all that bad for just editing, literally just editing a PowerPoint as part of this, because so I took this class called Games and Culture, which is an MIT class taught by T.L. Taylor, who is really cool, and you guys should check her out. But, like, we were watching just a bunch of streams because it's like, what else are people streaming, not just games, right? Of course, social eating comes up. And then the other thing that came up was just, like, go on there and see what's out there. There's, like, Twitch cooking, which I think is pretty interesting because the one complaint about cooking shows is that they're always, like movie magic. They just come in and, like, it's already done. But this one, it's actually intended, since it is a stream, for you to follow along exactly with the steps. I think that's really interesting. And then we found another guy who was just editing a Google Doc on his comedic, like, stand-up performance thing, right? So, like, at least I have visual stuff instead of just me literally at a Google Doc, but whatever. I don't know how you set the Twitch creative or whatever setting it's on, so, yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay, so this was how fame used to flow, and this is now how fame flows, where you still have this thing, but now, let's see, so, okay, I still have my friends and family here. Oops, don't want to delete my family. Okay, so you still have TV shows and newspapers reaching, like, 23 million people, right? But now you've got, like, this other side, which I think I'll color in green because it's, like, I'll say that it's something like the individual sharing thing and not just, like, giant corporations sharing it. So now we got, the more accurate TV channels, TV outlets, I think outlets is better. Let's see, so we've got, like, basically, okay, I guess I'll just summarize it as, like, social media, like, oh, this will make people happy about, like, you know, like, lumping, like, all of these specialized, like, stuff in there, like, no, like, let's not do that. Like, I think I have to split up TV outlets if I'm going to do, like, individual things like this, right? Like, no, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, like, Reddit AMA is the vehicle that I use to reach, like, a lot more people. Like, I can actually talk to people directly. And then I'll make a new thing, which is Red, I think, which is, like, so shapefill, Red, and then, outline. why is this junk? Right, okay, so we've got like 4chan, we have, hey, yeah, what's up? RHX, and a bunch of numbers. Yeah, I am giving a presentation to a whole bunch of middle schoolers on Saturday, so this is why I'm kind of editing a PowerPoint right now about mimetic nanofame. I'm talking about the history of memes, and then I'm talking about lessons that I've learned using myself as a case study. Currently, I'm editing about, one, mainstream media is not dead, and talking about how sort of the effect of information flows comes from me to, like, it used to be that, like, I control such a small portion of the audience, right? But now, like, two 4chans, can't have that. We have 8chan. Let's see. What else is there? There was definitely, like, Reddit was one. There was, like, Jeopardy-specific forums. Stop that. Like, J Archive is what this was called, I think. I don't remember anymore. I think it was JBoard. Yeah, I don't know. J Archive is where we're doing this. Yes, I am seriously doing an educational meme presentation. I am giving this to a bunch of middle schoolers. 8chan actually already exists. It was, I think it split off from all of the video game, not video game, Gamergate stuff. There's like 8channel vote and stuff like that. So yeah, jboard.tv, or I'll just do jboard. So now we have like friggin' what of like this stuff going back. So we still have this channel going out, and like this is still reaching like 23 million people. But yeah, I'll be giving this presentation like in a more structured format next week, but for now this is just me preparing to give this to a bunch of middle schoolers. I'm actually like really concerned about how they're going to take it, because like, as a lot of people on the internet said, this is rather cringy, right? About like, oh, like you freaking said memes in real life. Well, half of them were like, oh my god, you rock. The other half were like, normies, yeah. And then the other people, and then there's some people who are like really into it, and these people tend to be like middle schoolers and high schoolers. And like, I guess I just don't know what their culture is like being a college student. Like, I enjoyed it because like my friends are watching these like terrible videos of like, you know, we are number one, but I want to kill myself or something like that. So yeah, we'll see. They haven't recognized me yet. I have been recognized out in public, and that's always been a time. So now, let's see. So I guess like now we've got these red arrows coming from like traditional. I feel like I'm missing something besides like TV outlets and newspapers. Like, I guess I'm like hashtag millennial because I can't think of what those things are. Or maybe it's just a thing when you're on air you can't really think of anything. Man. I used to do film broadcasting, and it was always really interesting because specifically for football games, because for radio broadcast you actually can't have any dead air. And so one time the football game hadn't started yet because of rain, but the radio was live, so the reporter for that literally like talked to himself for 2 hours straight, and just like, you know, nothing's going on, it's a rained out football game, and he's just like, I can't even do it. Like, it's really impressive, and I'm starting to realize like what's going on. Oh, I guess I shouldn't be insulting high schoolers then if like they're watching in on me. Sorry about that. Like, man, like, the fact that like I was giving a presentation about children's literature, which I actually could go through if people are interested, right? Like, but I doubt you are. Children's literature is even, going through a PowerPoint about children's literature is probably even less exciting than like going through a PowerPoint about memes, right? Like, at least this is topical. Yeah, so now, so Reddit and JBoard, right? Like, you have these things, and then like they're sharing it to other people, and so like now this is red. Yeah. So let's see. So I don't know how many people saw this. Like, freaking like like million? That sounds question 1,000. Lots of people. I'll just keep this as question mark. Right? And then like so I guess like I'm reaching out to my friends and family who are also reaching out to those people. right? So I'm reaching out to these people who are now like, oh, I guess I have to put Facebook in here at some point, right? Like, yeah. Wow, I got like 4chan and Reddit, but I didn't put Facebook in there. Also Twitter, right? Like, I do feel bad now not putting TV outlets into like their own category, but whatever. Like, I don't really know. But yeah, my dad often said that like he would think that he would be able to have like his own talk radio show because he's like, oh, the people on there just like they just have so many pauses and they don't talk about anything, right? So I would just be like, today I'm going to talk about Obamacare, you know, and just like have all these pauses and stuff like that, and then like that's how you fill up your however much time, and then just fill up the rest of the space with ads or whatever. I thought that was a funny comment, but I never actually seriously considered doing something like streaming until frickin' Shenzhen IO came out, and then now I guess like sent it. No, it's too far back. Can I send just like one back? Oh well, whatever. Bring to front. But yeah, it is something like weirdly narcissistic, the normie social medias. So, well, this is the whole point of my presentation, right? Like, the point is that, like, you can't, the mainstream media is not dead, right? Like, the whole point of, like, me, like, having to, like, the only reason, like, you guys are on my stream is because of, like, mainstream media, of, like, this weird mix of, like, mainstream media launching this, meme, right? Like, so I only really got access to like this red part because of the meme side. Like if I had done nothing, like this would have been the flow of knowledge. But yeah, Shenzhen IO is a game which I am really excited about. I guess I can show that right now, like a trailer for next week. Shenzhen IO is a game about literally just like my job. Here we go. Build circuits, write code, read the fucking manual, right? Like, it's literally just coding circuits and, like, you're doing some signal analysis down here, you're writing assembly code, and you're, like, trying to get it to do things, and, like, you know, ultimately making this dumb LCD screen do stuff. Like, oh my god, this is literally my job. This is literally my job. I went to China as part of working at Apple and stuff like that, so that is the game that I will be playing. I'm also considering playing Jeopardy, because I am getting a little bit bored of editing a presentation and then talking about myself. Like, there's something fundamentally narcissistic about doing this, right? Like, I don't know. But the people are interested. Like, I did feel a little weird also doing an AMA, but, like, that one it also felt more of, like, the apology tour for clogging up Facebook or Reddit with memes or whatever. It's so weird, God. But yeah, we'll see what the middle schoolers think. Yeah, so I don't know. I think the other thing different about this versus talk radio show is that like I don't have control over what you guys are doing, right? Like I am actually responding to you. You do sometimes get this on talk radio show, but I feel like the people who do this are sort of filtering out who they want to talk to, right? Like the classic case of O'Reilly, like shutting off the mics and being like, blah, blah. Okay, so I can, so let's see, so like, me as Reddit AMA. I think when I give this presentation, I'm going to say something about like this red part means that like I can, my fame is never, it's not really how fame flows, it's more of like how information flows. I could say how memes flow, like how memes flow, like in the traditional sense of the meme, and I think I'm just going to say that kind of disclaimer, right? Like, so now, here we are. Yeah, my friends are on 4chan. Yes, clearly. My family would just be on Facebook, and then I'll switch Reddit and Twitter so I can make this like, I'm not going to know how many people I affected. Here's Reddit, and then, like, all of these things. Right, and then, like, there's some amount of these things, which I don't know how this affects. I mean, I don't really know much about how Twitch works, to be honest. Like, this is sort of my first exposure into here. And, like, if I'm going to be real, I'm not going to have, like, so many people on here that, like, I'm going to have to be worried about mods and bans and stuff. I do think it's interesting. Are there other places where they have, like, more voice chat with people? Because it is this difference in media of film versus, or of voice versus talking is sort of awkward. Like, I definitely understand, like, things like Discord exist, possibly for this reason. What was I even looking for? Format, shape, text options, do not know if it. So, like, now, like, I am having, what font size was this? 18. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for the advice, but, like, I really doubt that I'm gonna get so many people that I'm gonna need, like, auto mods. Like, I'm really happy that you guys are even tuning in the first place, to be honest. Although this makes it look like, yeah, probably that it is going to reach more people than it would normally. This diagram doesn't really make too much sense, whatever. Yeah, there we go. If you have more than, like, 20 at a time, oh boy, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Like, my main exposure to Discord is just from, like, people playing games. I got into a bit of a flame war with somebody about my blog because I basically didn't agree with his game analysis positions, and it was kind of interesting because he had, like, a Discord channel for... Oh, I should draw more arrows in between all of these things because they do feed each other. It was interesting because he has a blog, and then he, like, keeps in touch with people through, like... he keeps in touch with people through the Discord, which I thought was an interesting model. I've basically only seen Discord for, like, organizational stuff, whether in games or, like, puzzle hunt committees. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But, like, Twitch is technically for games, right? And then why do we have freaking, like, Bob Ross here? Like, I don't know. Sort of going back to what I was saying earlier about, like, it's sort of nice to have some background music going on. Like, I feel like Twitch's having Bob Ross in there is just the ultimate Discord channel. Yeah. That makes sense, especially given, like, the Amazon acquisition. I think that's who got it last time. Okay, I'll adjust this so that... But yeah, so... Cool, I like this. I guess I can make this, like, a big quote. Kind of participatory conversation complicates your traditional culture industries. Age-old gatekeepers intertwine with new ways of sharing information. And I should get, like, some sort of picture in here. It's basically... Oh shoot, I need to increase the size of this. This is... Yeah, everybody's here for the very nitpicky explanations. Yeah. Nitpicky formatting things. Ugh. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that everybody has sort of just this platform that they're able to do things on. I think it's interesting that it took video games of all things for this to really become mainstream, but in general, just like this idea of games being this vehicle, right? Like you see things like Twitch and Discord and things like that. Oh, well, okay. Like I'm hoping that the rest of the lecture is going to be more, okay. Yes, granted, right? Like this does seem like some like terrible mean montage thing, right? But like, I am coming from like a very academic background, and like I hope that like it comes off more as academic. I can like go down to the part that's also already mostly finished, where like I stopped talking about like I talk about comparative media studies, which is the major that I wish I was, right? And then talking about like the stuff of things that I've done. So like, oh, I guess I can work on this too. How do I want to format this? I kind of want to make just like this as like a big. Okay, so I guess like for context, this is sort of like I finished talking about myself, and this is sort of the conclusion that we draw on, right? Of like, oh, I can study memes in college. Look, I'm giving this presentation to middle schoolers, right? Oh no, I have not been on Games Done Quick. I've been studying Games Done Quick. I have I have my final paper I wrote on speedrunning. I have friends who have gone on Games Done Quick and who actually had the Pokemon Red world record for quite some time. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should. I'll probably edit my bio so that I have a link to my writings. Because I've written a lot. I am, again, coming more from the academic side, but I have played video games. I guess I could play Tetris. Like, I guess I could do that in, like, the last 30 minutes of the stream. Yeah, so, no, sorry to disappoint. Why does this matter? I kind of just want to have, like, a big, like, thing that's, like, just, like, this is our culture. Or, no, I think I made that smaller. This is our culture. Probably get rid of the period. We need to understand, and I guess, like, the friggin', like, Gamergate thing can go here. What else does this matter? Yeah, okay. I will post, let's see. Let me just really quickly go into here. Where's this? Yeah, I did a freaking 17-page paper on, oh shoot. I'm doing different computers to look at this. Well, I'm not really sure how to do it, but I'll post it later after it's over. Yeah, I'll just probably put a link to all of my writings. I think the other thing that's really interesting is, I'll take screenshots of these articles. I think is how I'll do this. I think it's really interesting because I used to be really cagey about sharing personal information on the, yeah, and that's I'm cool like that. I think it's really interesting about, I used to be really cagey about sharing personal information because it's like, oh, if you share your information, people are gonna, you're gonna get killed and die and stuff like that. This is not a very interesting thing to take a picture of. I'm just starting to realize. I'll take some pictures from the article itself. I am using two computers, mainly because I was just sort of curious how it would look like on a different computer. Again, really new to this Twitch thing, so like maybe there's a better way of doing this, but I don't know. I got a Chromebook. It's kind of nice. It's just really dinky and small. My normal computer that I'm using right now is a ThinkPad T460S, and I like this dearly. Yeah, I got it pretty recently because the normal computer I was doing through college was have Instagram Michelle Obama, and then we have where did I go? Right. Here. Well, then I can't copy and paste links, right? So. I don't know. One thing that's sort of interesting is that one thing they note for game scholars is that part of the divide of like being able to talk about video games and things like that is one of like having access to technologies, right? And like, you know, quite a bit of technicity, I think is what the term is. It's not just like having the resources to do this, but also like the technical know-how, and like this serves as a gate to accessing things. So, sorry, that was not very coherent. Basically the point is just like, you know, if we're talking about people not going into video games or like understanding the culture, it's that it's quite a bit of a learning curve in like all sense of the word. Oh yeah, MS Paint. It's not dead yet. Is there any other interesting pictures from this article? And I think that's saying the same point. Already other articles. Oh, that Vice article. Yeah, I could. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely one of the things that is, like, it's hard to think about while you're doing it on the fly. I'll go do that in a bit. This is the worst. This is honestly, like, the worst article picture, and, like, the headline doesn't even match what they're talking about, but, like, just let's just bask in this for a second. It's terrible. Oh no, it's all just trash pictures like this. I really hate the headline, though. I don't think I can use anything from this. It's a good article, though. I need another picture. I want a third picture. This is our culture. We need to understand what's going on. Something about memes. Like, I don't know. I've already talked about Trump so much in this. So, like, that's the quote from this article, which is basically saying that, like, if we're talking about, like, the sheer fact that, like, Pepe the Frog was mentioned in Hillary Clinton's campaign has, like, led to people thinking about, like, meme magic and stuff like that, right? So this is why you have to quote on the right? Trolls in the alt-right may have played a prominent role in the 2016 election, but that fact is dependent upon and cannot be untangled from journalistic coverage that amplified their meanings. Messaging, shitpost memes very much included. And so, like, this goes back to the point up here, right, is that, like, mainstream media is not dead, you know? Like, you can't just take this out and claim that it's part of it. So let's see. Age-old gatekeepers. So, like, I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. That anime, though. Oh, I could just go look at 4chan threads and, like, read about myself in front of the internet, which is funny. Okay, I'll work on this one. I think this is, you do not own your own image, which is really interesting. This lesson is talking about the fact that, like, there's nothing else I can do. I am, like, part of the internet now, and I cannot, like, do anything separate of it. So, let me see. So I guess, first off, I'm going to talk about the Streisand effect. It's a Streisand effect, let's see. I guess it's sort of ironic that I'm like taking the picture that was the issue for the Streisand effect in order to illustrate the Streisand effect, right? Because this is exactly what, like, Barbra Streisand did not even want. Let's build this. This. Okay. I guess I could find the Photoshops. So I should talk about the Democratic Convention one first. Yes, so I'm gonna say, like, list delegate, and that's going to be, duplicate this, so it's going to be the Democratic Convention picture, and then I'm going to go into the creepy Photoshops that people did, as well as like the Trump versus FB debates, and then I'm going to talk about the Streisand effect, and like after this I'm going to talk about how like this is sort of known, and then so we have interview with Hide the Pain Herald, which is a pretty good one if you've not seen it. So this picture, for those of you who aren't MIT students, is actually, you probably have seen this on the internet, but this is actually like an MIT professor. He teaches like differential equations, and like now this is completely, like now that this is on the internet, this is completely separated from any work that he's done, and like his graduate students have definitely been like, WTF, why is my advisor on like internet now? I think I saw this on BuzzFeed, and it's sort of interesting because like people would originally see this and think like, wow, it's so cool, like everybody recognizes me now, and like I want to be famous, and like this is directly going into my next lesson, which is that fame is a trap, partly because for the reasons above is like part of the reason that I'm famous is that like, one, I forgot that mainstream media is not dead, and that like led me to do say stupid things on TV, and that is now like getting broadcast, and like I am never going to die. Half of you are here because of like the fact that my image is on there, right? And then like lesson number 2, you do not own your image. I've like accepted this fact because I'm internet savvy and know about the Streisand effect, right? But then like people might see this and be like, wow, it'd be so cool to be famous, and that's like lesson 3, fame is a trap. So I'm gonna put this back there. So this is why is this weird like that? Remove link. Okay. Well, I mean, this is part of like why media studies is interesting, right? This is like the slide that I had here about, you know, why does this matter? This is our culture, and we need to understand what's going on, right? Like the sheer fact of like Gamergate is like a huge thing, and then like the same thing with this is someone's like drawing on Instagram, and then like it comes out into a mural, and then she's like, this is plagiarism, and they're like, no, it's not. This is like you know, inspired by or whatever. Like there are like deep questions that are coming out of this, and we can't just say like, lol, it's like meme shit posters and stuff like that. So it's like actually has a, like, it matters, and yeah, that's kind of what I'm pitching about. So pitching, not bitching, but yeah, I guess you could say I'm bitching about it. Interview with Hide the Pain Herald. Here we go. I do recommend looking at this video if you have a chance. It's like pretty good. Duplicate this. Alright, stop that. I'm probably going to actually show this video to my class, because I think it like summarizes a lot of the things that I say pretty well in here. Or at least for the, whatever this chapter is, the you do not own your image. What is his actual name? Yeah, this one is, what is it? Arato Andres. Let me actually just Google this so I can get the accents. Oh, look, he's on LinkedIn. That's cool. So yeah, people actually have been writing about memes. I can just even find you some, like, this is why we can't have nice things, the book. You know, this is why we can't have nice things, mapping the relationship between online trolling and mainstream culture. That's on my reading list. Other things on my reading list are The World Made Meme, Public Conversations in Participatory Media, you know. Mimetic media offer participation by reappropriation, balancing the familiar and foreign as new iterations intertwine with established ideas. So I mean, like, there was definitely some things going around the internet where it was like, oh, you can study music in college, but like, it's actually important, is like what I'm saying. So, so I'm like mostly I'm an engineer. I do robotics grad students, right? But like, like I do game studies, and like the whole reason why I got interested in media studies in the first place was I was sitting in algorithms class being bored, and then the kid in front of me was reading like an academic paper with screenshots of Mario, and I was like, yo, I don't know what this is, but I really want to get in on it, and so I did, and now here we are editing presentations about memes for middle schoolers. Help me. What is life? Like, I mean, like, I think it's really weird because I don't think there's anything like the internet, really. He is a retired electrical engineer. Like, the sheer fact of, like, friggin' 23 million people, right? Like 23 million people. How many people is 23 million? I don't even know, like, how you even conceive of that, right? Like, what's in, like, a grain of, like, a handful of rice? It's only, like, 1,000, right? So you've got, like, 23,000 more scoops of rice to do. But, like, like, so it's 23 million people, and now it's, like, question mark people, like, from all of this, like, total whatever this is, right? Like, because my friends will be on it, I'm on this, like, Jeopardy and news outlets, it's always going into here. I have no idea how many people looked at my Reddit. Wait, 23 million is twice the population of Georgia? That's a lot. God dang it. Mistakes were made. So like, yeah, so like, it makes sense that people are studying this, right? Because like, also if you go back to 1976 Dawkins' idea, right? The original definition of memes is ideas that spread between people. It's like genes, but for culture, right? This is like an evolutionary thing that gets warped and changed and stuff like that. And like, okay, so this makes sense if you're like in your little Dunbar's number, 150 people of things that you can handle. But then like, you've got like TV, you can broadcast to so many people, you've got radio, you've got all these things, and now you have the internet where it's not just so like before, if you look at this diagram, right, it's really just one person broadcasting to millions, but now you've got like people talking amongst themselves in terms of like millions, right? So it's like there should actually really be arrows between all of these audiences too now, and like arrows backwards, you know. So like, actually I should actually make an arrow backwards in this direction too, of like the 23 million is now like tapping into here now, right? Like, you can't, like, you really can't, it's like what? Like, oh man, I don't even know. This is how mistakes get made. This is how you say something really funny, and then like this whole thing gets activated, and then you're just like, wow, like what? My episode aired in February, and now I'm still like doing this crap, right? Like, what? It's July. It's literally 5 months after my episode aired. It's 6 months after, like, because it's recorded in the future, right? It's 6 months after I recorded this thing. It only took 2 days. It only took 2 days of filming to show an entire 2 weeks of episodes. And so like, I had to sit there for a month knowing that this was going to happen, and I like didn't even realize like immediately after I was on the air, like, with my shit-eating grin, as like Reddit likes to say, I didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh man, my friends back home are like really going to enjoy it, right? But then one of the fellow contestants came up to me afterwards and was like, you're going to get so many hits on BuzzFeed. And then I was like, oops, I really screwed up. But like, so, cause like, right, like, I was just thinking about like this little green section of the graph, right? Like, oh, my friends are gonna get a kick out of it, my family, like, I'll have to explain it to them, whatever. But like, I forgot about this part. Right, like, freaking, whatever. Anyways, I don't even remember what I was working on. Yeah, this guy, who also, so this, I don't know how many of you people are familiar with Hide the Pain Herald. He's basically, I think Imgur really likes him. You know, like this guy, like the stock photo dude. who's that, whatchamacallit, right? Like, he's just sort of awkward. And then, like, so he doesn't even know, he just, like, takes some photos for stock photos, and then, like, oh, I like this one, I'll take this. Right, and, like, even the sheer fact of just, like, oh, I like this, I'll take it now. It's like that comic about, like, I made this. And it's like, you made it? I made it. Right, so, like, he just took some stock photos once, and then, like, all of a sudden one of his friends probably was like, yo, do you know that you're, like, everywhere now? And, like, it's really interesting. I saw this on Know Your Meme. Let me try to find it. Like, Know Your Meme, you taking photos. Can I find this? No. Oh yeah, here it is. Right. When you got paid about $20 for a bunch of stock photos many years ago, and you obviously hate having your photo taken, but you're a famous meme and people want to take selfies with you all the time, right? Like, he just, like, got totally just, like, taken, like, by surprise by this. And that's why the interview is incredibly interesting, because he's, like, 70-something and retired, and, like, he's having to deal with this. I really don't know what the professor has had to say about this. It's no longer really Streisand effect, and it's, like, you can never delete pictures from the internet. That's that title. Friggin' like RIP. Like image protection, image privacy. I don't really know. Okay, your image belongs to the internet. Okay, Streisand effect. Do I even have to put in anything? Should I put a picture of Barbara Streisand? Should I just put the song Barbara Streisand on loop for the kiddos? Like, I don't even know. I'll come up with something for this later. Those creepy photoshops. Yeah, let's do that. Photoshop battle, spiciest meme board. I'm, like, very creeped out by these pictures. I'm not gonna lie. Like, where is this? Like this one. This, like, just makes me extremely uncomfortable. I, like, don't really want to be groped by either John Travolta or Joe Biden, but, like, hey, this exists now, right? So, I don't even know. There was that clam one that was on the other thread that was really funny. No, that's... We talking cringe? Like, this is some freaking cringe right here. Man, jeez. Freaking... What was even the thread? Is it trending? It better not be trending. That's all I gotta say. Ah, good. What was it? Like, r/boot too big? I think is what it was. Yeah. Quality shitpost. Here we are. I don't know, I'm pretty freaked out by the picture. Stop being dicks to each other, please. Oh, man. Hot stickies are cancer. Go back to vote. Oh my god. How many updates do I have? Wow. 124 updates. Yeah. RIP. See, there's all these kids who are like, we went to high school together, and I'm like, yo, I don't even know, like, who these kids are, because it's all Reddit usernames, but, like, I don't know, like, there was actually, I was looking at old 4chan threads, doing research for this presentation, and I legit found somebody who, like, actually definitely was, went to high school with me, because they said something along the lines of, what was it? Oh yeah, like, Lily's a cool person, she wore the same sweatpants and polo shirt every day. And, like, I was like, this is not, like, a totally unfair analogy of stuff like that. Because it's like, like, I did wear sweatpants for a while, and I did wear polo shirts for a while, and I was just very amused that, like, this was the case. And I was like, dude, I know it's a non in person, I have no idea who it is, but, like, it was really exciting. Jeez. Man. There was that clam Photoshop that I really liked. Man. I don't... It's probably in here. No, I don't want to bookmark this shiz. Clam. Here we go. Yes. I actually really like this Photoshop. I think it's really funny. It's less creepy to me than the, other crap. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'll traumatize some middle schoolers. We'll see. I guess I'll put that frickin' cringe one in there. I don't really want to, though. What was even on here? Oh, Trump versus Facebook. Oh, boy. If you didn't see enough cancer, here we're going to go to the Donald and look for Spiciest Meme Lord, because I made it there. God. Yeah, here we go. Oh. No. Oh boy, everything is a lot. Centipede just, that sounds about right. Wow, how many times are they freaking reposting this? Remember that time a pede was on Jeopardy? It's not there. Okay, yeah. I want to find a time when they say... Yeah, like, I could get this, but, like... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, what am I reading? Oh my god. She must be This Is Library Dude's sister. Nice. Nice meme. Oh my god. Oh wow. Here we go. Wow, they're actually doing their... If they knew she is studying a medical analysis. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, here we go. This is a good quote. Is this a direct reference to Trump? Boy. What am I even doing? Like, I wish I could find the Facebook posts contrasting this, because, like, I don't... It would be nice if I could get the original source, but basically, the point I'm trying to make with this part, is that, like, people are using me for their own political purposes. So, like, there were a bunch of posts that were saying, like, snipping tool. Well, I like my MS Paint. Basically that, like, r/the Donalds thought this meant I was, like, a Trump supporter because, like, I used memes in public, and then, like, there was some Facebook groups who were like, ha, all Asian American final, take that. I wonder if I can find it, if I can just search, like... Oh, I don't want to log in Facebook online. I'm not logging into Facebook on stream, but... Let's see. Oh my god. Like, frickin'... I don't know. Yeah, I really wish I could find the original, like... I also don't really want to log into my email on chat, so you'll have to trust me on this, is that, like, so, like, I was. Oh no, that requires me to log into Facebook. It's probably public. Facebook, MIT Democratic, frickin' convention delegate. It's probably. Oh, they probably took it down actually because we complained about it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, they probably took down the photo because we complained about it. Okay, well, when I give this presentation for real next week, same time, same place here. uh, why should I like okay. Yeah, you're right. Especially since I am streaming it on freaking. Let me go back for right. Like I don't own my image, right? And so like I don't own my image, and then like I have to deal with people doing their dumb things, right? Like I don't actually think like. So you remember like when Ken Bone was doing his thing, and it was like what was it? Right, like he did the Reddit AMA, but he did it on his normal account, and then people were like looking at his things, and it turns out he was like into all of these weird porn and everything, right? Like it turns out that like just because like I'm in the public spotlight right now, um, it's sort of strange that like right like I'm like a totally like freaking going back to this diagram, right? Like I've just been sort of been catapulted into this thing, and like now I have to be careful about all of these things. I have to like do security on everything, and it's just sort of strange, right? So like I don't know, I'm a lot less sympathetic now, I think, than I used to be about blurring out people's privacy. But I think it's fair that you guys are bringing up a point about witch hunts and stuff like that. Yes. So there's this program at MIT called the Educational Studies Program, which is basically like teach anything, learn anything. And so I am currently teaching a class about Alice in Wonderland, and they also need some people to teach one-off classes. So I taught about children's literature, and now I'm talking about memes because the organizers were really excited about it. And I also wanted to test out my Twitch setup so that when I stream video games next week, yay, it's gonna work out correctly. But I really like this experience actually. It's sort of like yeah, I'm censoring these names. It's sort of like talking to. I don't know. I've never really experienced anything before. I'm applying to have a radio station, um, so yeah, maybe it'll be something similar for that. How do I draw things again? Just a lot of talking. It's like insert rectangles. God dang it. Whatever. I'm just being really dumb right now. Anyways, yeah, that's why I am giving this presentation. So, let's see, white. Yeah. Yeah. So, sorry about, like, audiovisual quality. Yeah, I'll go look for the Facebook reference where it was basically just like a lot of people going like, "Take that, Trump! It's an all-Asian American final, immigrants, blah blah blah," and I'm like, all of you guys are assuming so much about everything that like you literally only saw me for 20 minutes max. Oops. I don't know. This is not a very coherent slide. I'll fix this later. I'm getting kind of tired. Yeah, it's about the 30-minute mark. Oh yeah, fame is a trap. There's a really cool media article about the like why are there so many lawyers on The Bachelor/Bachelorette, which is interesting because it's again like lawyers are not like again 23 million people is a really hard number to understand, right? Like I don't even know. It's like is The Bachelor more than Jeopardy? Bachelor. Oh right. Bachelor U.S. Purdue. Millions is probably. I just want to see how many people watch this dumb show. Spin-offs. Yeah, no, I just want to see. Okay, let's see. Bachelor 21. Yeah, 6 million viewers. Like, watch this, right? Like, jeez. Oh, I use DuckDuckGo, which is awesome. I don't know, can I do product placements in this thing? This feels like a product placement. But like, woo, it's the search engine that doesn't track you, and they have stuff like bang commands. So I can be like, oh, I don't know, like, let's look up Google images of guinea pigs, because they're cute. And like, wow, look at all of these guinea pigs. Or like, wow, I want to see the Wikipedia article. So I'll do like, exclamation point, guinea pigs, and like, now, bam, you know, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's DuckDuckGo. Wow, give me money, sponsor my channel. I don't know how any of this works. Okay, I guess I'll play Tetris, because I'm bored of working on this presentation. Yeah, I could play the... Okay, I'll actually do... I'm kind of curious how the Steam one is going to work, so I will be trying that one out. I should probably put my stream back up. So this is just for me testing it. This is a game called Tricky Towers, which is pretty cool. It's like Tetris for with physics, basically. I played this on mobile. They have like a congregate thing too. Please tell me if the video quality just suddenly drops. It's like lagging a lot on my side, but I have no idea what it is on others. Yeah, let's try to get yeah, like an online battle. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. What is my opinion on 4chan? I think they're fine. I think most of them are posing. I don't really have anything other to say than that. It's lagging on the stream. I don't really know what to do about this. So this is gonna be a problem, I guess? Huh. I wonder, can I change like the resolution or something? Oh, it's probably the quality is what I want to change. So keep the same resolution and then... Does that help? It's lagging a lot. Okay. Game capture. Like, what if I turn off some of this? Oh, I see. Drop res, it'll be a larger game in performance, more than dropping quality. Okay. Let's see if this helps. It still seems like quite a bit of lag, I guess. Drop res, it'll be a larger game in performance. Oh, I said it in Spanish. It's that like when I'm playing games, I feel like I'm actually doing work. I don't know if that helped. This doesn't really seem like it's helping. You'd have to kill a lot of things to stream games properly. Rip me! Okay, well, that's good to know, especially when I want Shenzhen IO, so let me kill PowerPoint. I did restart my computer before starting the stream, so like hopefully there's not too much random crap going on. Let me actually exit this. Thank you for all of my audience for bearing with me just dealing with this, but like, yeah. Let's see. So like, I don't have this. Oh, I guess I don't have the desktop on anymore, so you can't see that. Okay. I am still very much getting used to all of this. I think this should work the way I want it to. Yeah, why are you going on? I don't know, I hope you guys can't, like, do some bad stuff by looking at my, why is SolidWorks going? By looking at, like, the application I have open. That would make me sad. Alright. I'm in Spanish because like it makes me feel like I'm doing work and not just like just playing video games, even though I Seems like somewhat better. Not really. Do I just turn it down like until like it's a potato, basically? Ooh, okay. That's quite a potato. And it still looks really slow. If you're using OBS, I'm using XSplit, unfortunately. Frame rate. There's bitrate limiter. I don't know if that's the same. Maybe just to see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea how this is working. Okay, there's quite a bit of lag because you guys are like not really responding to what I'm doing here. Huh. Okay. Well. Although I'm curious, is it like, let's see. Oh, I have to be in the game. I wonder if like not being in a window is helping things. Well, now you're tiny. Never mind. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't think Shenden.io is that intensive of a game. But let's see. I honestly just don't know what bitrate and stuff like this is. Oh, max keyframe interval. I have no idea what any of this means. Rip this. I think it was less laggy with the higher res. Okay. Oh, is it tiny on your screen too? Interesting. Or no. Oh, it's that there's lag in screen. Okay. Well, I will go back up to a higher res. Yeah. Darn. What if you do windowed at higher res? Okay. Yeah. This is not really helping out. Oh, that looks almost immediate. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit more. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay, that's like as near instantaneous. No, it is not lagging for me. I am using dual monitors. That's probably actually part of the problem. Because right, I'm not sure this is working. Okay, it is just a stream, but now I have like no idea how to tell if this is working for y'all or not. Well, I can't really tell. It looks like it's a lot of black. I'm gonna exit the game. Get this lovely thing, turn off my desktop, so that it's not doing that anymore. I'll watch this again. The sound? Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. Sorry. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, I said this is experimental. Oh, rip. Like, what fresh hell is this? Also, can you hear any sound? Because I can't hear any of the sound coming from the game. I'm not even sure why I'm wearing these headphones. Slightly robotic now, too. Rip. don't know what I'm doing anymore. I think what this means is that I'll probably need another test stream before we do here. Sound very robotic. I don't really know how to make this. So I can't hear the game, which is funny. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Oh boy. Well, my microphone's still muted, like as suggested. Sound system. I'm just clicking things at this point. Game looks fine now, though. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna play video games. Alright. Let's see if there's anybody even on here. I wonder if I can refresh this computer so I can see what people are doing. Because, like, the second computer hasn't been updating at all. Which I was hoping it would. So I refreshed the stream. Oh jeez, I'm hearing myself talk. Okay, taking these off. Oh, I'm getting an advertisement. Oh, that's what's right, because I plugged my headphones into the other computer. It's a lot louder than before, though. I don't really know how. Do I, like, decrease the volume? Oh, I don't know. Friggin'. Wow, I'm getting a long advertisement on my own channel. Jeez. Okay. Oh, look, there's somebody who wants to play. They are a new witch. I don't know what an Hciero. Translate this. see, it's educational. Sorcerer. I am a sorcerer. Oh, they quit out? Oh, no, they're still there. And there's also an apprentice sorcerer. I'm gonna say almost. Stream died? I'm playing. I don't really know. Can I hear myself? Let's see. Oh, I can't hear myself anymore on this. Well, I don't know. Rip. Like, it seems like it's still going on my end, so I don't really know what's going on. Oh well. I'll just play video games. Yeah. So yeah, this is Tetris with physics. Oh. Alright. I don't know. More people should say stuff because I don't know if it's actually working. Yeah, so this mode, the challenge is that you're supposed to stack as many blocks as you can without losing. I'm not doing very well because I'm like being distracted on stream. Whatever. So yeah, the trick is that you like do these like sneaky things to like sneak blocks in. Oh no, I like Tetris. I like this one because this was physics. It's a lot trickier. That's the name, Tricky Towers. Educational. Audio's coming through, but no video. Interesting. Okay. Oops. Okay. I think there is still significant lag from this part because I said that quite a while ago. Should be. Well, I won, so. I'm getting video after it crashed. It's working. Well, okay. I did some configuration stuff. Okay, this mode is race to the top or survival. I think it's a race. Yeah, and there's like heavy wind in there, so you have to be careful about where you place the blocks. So, yeah, I should probably plug my headphones into the other side so you can actually hear what's going on. You're not like, wah, 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 and the noises that people make. Yeah, I wonder power-ups in here so you can like give your jerk to other people. Yeah, there's heavy wind and stuff like that. Yeah, this started out as a congregate game called 99 Bricks, and I really liked it there. I think it's one of my favorite games. I played there just because I like Tetris so much. And yeah, they've been making it for mobile and also for, apparently someone in comments said PS4, so it's a cool game. I watched Giant Bomb. I don't know if you guys like those reviewers, good bros, they're really funny. I saw this game on there and I was like, whoa, there's a non-mobile game. But yeah, you can see the goalpost up there, but we're like all failing. So, although I think that actually helps them. It's a giant block. The trick thing about this is basically that the wind is in play, so you can't really do anything much. I'm just starting to realize that maybe I choose like really boring games to commentate. Because I'm not well, I don't know, right? Like, I like puzzle games. I think that, I don't know, Shenzhen.io is just going to be me looking at data sheets. It's like me doing my job IRL, so like, it's appealing to me. I hope you guys will stay with me for it. But like, I don't really know what are other popular games. Usually people stream things that they're good at, right? Like, oh god, what is this? Oh, I should have done the pause without what? But, sometimes it's really yeah, I feel like most people watch things for skill, or like that it's a fun thing to watch. I guess like my one advertisement part is that like I have like a lot of CMS feels. I really wish I could stream video because I've been meaning to watch American Gods for a while, and I haven't been getting around to doing that. Why is any of this? Can we just end this mode? This is not a good mode. like, oh, if my whole tower falls down, I'm gonna be really pissed. Oh, please, no! Ah! It's over with. Strategy games would have more. If you want to get big on Twitch, it's either for the skill or the personality. Yeah. Definitely don't have any skill. Personality. I feel like making a huge song and dance with things is kind of strange, right? Like, I see people invest in the whole green screen thing, and it's pretty interesting, but like, I think I mostly just want this because, like, I said this earlier in the stream, but I mostly just want this because I think that, Twitch as a platform and as a video game scholar, I'm really interested in understanding streaming and how it works. So, I wanted to do this as a game that I would be very passionate about, that I would have a lot to talk about, and, whatchamacallit, Shenzhen.io is definitely fitting in those categories. I mean, these are, I think I've been leaning more towards playing casual games recently because, just from being busy from school, I really want to get into Breath of the Wild, but I mostly just can't because of school. But once I get more settled into grad school, that's like probably the first purchase I'm gonna make with my copious amounts of yeah, with my very exorbitant stipend. But really good. I'm really excited about it. I didn't really, a lot of my friends have a Switch or a Wii U, and I didn't really want to play on their accounts because I really just wanted the experience for myself, right? Like, that's definitely a game where you sink in, like, your entire life into, and I sort of wanted to do that by myself. But, one thing I definitely like is that I was really uncomfortable doing this stream, definitely earlier, but, like, the one thing I really like now is that I feel really comfortable just talking to myself. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so I was working on a meme presentation earlier. If you want to see what it ended up being, please tune in next week. But right now, I'm just testing my video game setup, so that I can, when it comes time to stream Shenzhen.io next, I will be ready for it. Ah! Everything's falling down. No, I think it's GG. Ah, well, that was fun. Yeah, a bit of lag. Yeah, if you have any ideas how to help with the lag, I'm not really sure what to do about it. Probably plugging into Ethernet next, is my idea, but, yeah. Yeah, I will be also probably posting a link to my writing, because I am doing game studies, not officially at MIT. Oh, shoot, I got the wrong one. Sorry, I don't know. Yes, I'll be posting a link to my writings because although I'm not officially a game scholar, I do a lot of game studies, and I do enjoy talking about things a lot. So I have a lot of writings. I wrote about the speedrunning community and stuff. Do I have a Discord? I do not have a Discord. Like, this is the first time I've ever started streaming stuff. I don't really know. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think, yeah, I don't know. I think I'll try to find an Ethernet connection. I don't know if there's any in this room. I might change my locale. Yeah. I guess like a more powerful computer is probably. But that shouldn't have anything to do with the lag, right? Unless like there's some processing time associated with it. I'm not really sure. Okay, so. I'm gonna try resetting my. So. I'm not hearing. Huh. There's this freaking ad. Look at this guy bragging about how much he can freaking put on his castle. I didn't realize what mode I was playing. As Aganado.